Welcome to part 1 of the multi-video series looking at the new Tikka T3X TAC A1 rifle. So let us begin by taking a look at the contents of the box, this particular rifle being a 6.5 Creedmoor with a 24-inch barrel. So inside the box we first see the rifle in its plastic bag. Next we have the instruction manual that comes with the rifle. Right below that we have a notice telling the rifle owner to register their rifle in order to receive a free magazine for the rifle, which, looking at the forums that have been online, the magazines appear that they will cost between $100 and $120, so it would be very beneficial to take advantage of that offer. There's also information from Seiko regarding what caliber of cartridges they make, Seiko being the parent company of Tikka. And as always, the mandatory gun lock. We'll take a look at the boxes, the additional boxes that came with the rifle. In the first box, we have the rifle bolt, Teflon coated with an oversized bolt knob. And in the second box that comes with the rifle, we have the muzzle brake. Directly from the factory, the barrel of the Tikka is threaded with a 5/8 24 thread on the 6.5 Creedmoor barrel. And from the factory, the rifle is equipped with a thread protector, but the muzzle brake is included, and I intend to install that. We also see spacer plates to adjust the length of pull on the buttstock. We have the one additional magazine besides the one that came in the rifle. As well as additional tools and hardware that go along with the rifle. One of them being a quick detach mount that can be mounted on the M-LOK rail. So now that we've covered everything that came along with the rifle, we'll take a look at the features. Taking a look at the features on this rifle, we'll start with the back end, where we have the chassis buttstock with the adjustable length of pull using different spacers that fit in here on the butt. Underneath we see a Picatinny rail for adding an optional monopod, which would be great for bench shooting or shooting in the prone position. Directly above that we see a traditional sling mount as well as a quick detach sling mount. On the cheek piece, it is adjustable for both the height as well as the angle by using the two thumb screws, which both are aluminum, not plastic. So one can easily adjust the height or the angle and then re-secure it into place using the thumb screws. Taking a look at the folding feature on the stock, the release button has a very strong detent, which allows the user to be certain that they will have their rifle in either the open or closed position and not have it accidentally open or close when they do not want it to. And it snaps into place both when closing it and when opening it. On the left side of the rifle, we see another traditional sling mount, as well as a quick detach sling mount. And just as an example, I have a single point quick detach mount here. Quickly snaps into place, and again quickly detaches. Looking at the bolt, we have a Teflon coated bolt with an oversized bolt handle. On the rear of the bolt, we have a loaded indicator that also will protrude when the rifle is ready to fire when it is not loaded. There is a 2-position safety, and in the safe position, the rifle bolt is locked shut, which keeps the user from being able to accidentally open it if they're carrying it through the woods or in another situation where they do not want it to open. If the user does want to empty the gun while keeping it on safe, they can simply depress the button in front of the safety and eject their cartridge while never taking the rifle off of safe. The rifle bolt is extremely smooth. It is by far the smoothest action that I have ever felt on a rifle. The trigger is a 2-stage trigger that is adjustable through the magazine well, does not require any disassembly of the rifle. And I will demonstrate how crisp this 2-stage rifle is using a homemade snap cap so that we do not have to dry fire the rifle. Of course, the cartridge does not want to seat without having the bullet in it. On the first stage, the trigger smoothly and easily comes to a stop, and then there is a very short and crisp pull of the trigger to fire the weapon. It is an extremely nice trigger, and I will definitely be trying to adjust the trigger and seeing what trigger weight I like. The magazine release is directly in front of the trigger guard, and it is on both sides of the trigger guard, so you're not limited to releasing the magazine with one particular hand or finger. The magazine easily releases and slides back into place on the rifle. On the top of the receiver, we see a 0 MOA Picatinny rail that lines up with the Picatinny rail on the 13.5-inch aluminum M-LOK rail that shrouds the 24-inch barrel with a 1 in 8 twist on this particular 6.5 Creedmoor rifle. On the left side of the gun, we see the release button for the bolt to remove the bolt from the gun. First, we have to fold the stock to make clearance. Do not want to fold it the whole way or we won't be able to access the button. Then one pulls the bolt to the back, depresses the button, and it can simply slide the bolt out of the rifle. For putting the bolt in the gun, the user does just the opposite, except you do not have to press the button on the side of the rifle. You simply slide the bolt in extremely effortlessly. At the front, we have the muzzle brake that comes with the rifle, although right out of the box there is a thread protector on the standard 5/8 24 thread. I again would like to demonstrate how smooth the bolt is by picking up a live cartridge. So first we will make sure that the firearm is in safe and cannot be fired once we pick up our live cartridge, which I have on loan from my friend Dominic. Magazine inserts extremely easily, and you can definitely feel when the magazine clicks into place. There's no worries that the magazine did not fully seat and may fall out. And the rifle quickly and easily picks up the cartridge. The action is just so smooth. And to demonstrate how I could safely unload this rifle with never removing it off of safe, I again simply depress the bolt release button, lift the handle, and I can safely eject with never taking the rifle off of safe. Moving forward from the stock, we see Tikka's pistol grip, which is extremely comfortable. If the user does wish, you can swap out the pistol grip with any standard AR-15 type pistol grip, but there is absolutely no need to change this grip. So taking a look at what I personally like and dislike right out of the box on this rifle, I'll start with the folding stock and the adjustable cheek piece. It is perfect. The thumb screws, they snug down perfectly. They are aluminum, they are not plastic, as one may guess. The grip is extremely comfortable. There is no way that I would ever change that. And I love the fact that it comes with the Picatinny rail on the stock to be able to add a monopod. Having the quick detach mounts all over the rear of the rifle makes it extremely handy to attach your quick detach sling mount at whatever desired location you wish. The bolt is absolutely phenomenal. I love that, I think, most about this rifle. If I had any complaints about this rifle, it would be the fact that the magazine rattles a little bit in the receiver. Not on its own, but if you go and pull on it, you do get a little bit of a rattling sound. And also, if the stock is in the folded position and locked shut, there is a little bit of play, and the stock does rattle up against the receiver of the gun. But overall, Tikka definitely nailed it with this rifle, and they stood up to their slogan being second to none.